Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the dumbest smart show on the internet, Drink and Grow Rich. Where Friday at 3:30 p.m. I drink beers on Instagram for no particular reason.
Just no particular.
And whoever asks me the best question wins $50. We spark some convo, talk about good stuff, and we drink and we grow and we get rich. So what's up? What's up, everybody? Just did a podcast today with 20-year-old Gen Z, millennial. Brandon says smoking hot. A girl named Taylor Price. And she is a TikTok with 1 million followers. Talks about finance, all that fun stuff. And it was an awesome podcast coming out in a week or two. What's my favorite beer?
You should definitely know that by now.
My favorite beer is easy. It's Blue Moon. Blue Moon.
Dang, coming in strong. 13 people already.
Ooh. Would you buy the warehouse when it's not full during COVID? Why buy the warehouse when it's not full during COVID? Well, first of all, commercial real estate is at a low. So I got the thing for a damn deal.
Yeah.
And COVID, fuck that. I don't know. Have you heard about the app Clubhouse, the invite-only audio chat room? Hey, Kevin, welcome to 4 weeks ago. Of course I heard about it.
Do you know it's owned by China?
Niko's here. Come say what up, Niko. I got my friend Niko in the building. Come on in. He is a frequent viewer of Drink and Grow Rich, but now he's here from Pennsylvania, Norristown, and he's
Get a chair.
yeah, get a chair. Get Niko a chair. Let's get Niko a chair. If you ever have any questions about me, you could ask Niko. Kevin, you just heard about it. The weird thing about Clubhouse, I was on a Clubhouse yesterday. I was talking to someone about virtual assistants. I don't know. I only got like 50 followers, but it's weird. It seems to be very, very focused around like the entrepreneur community. But yeah, Clubhouse is huge. Elon Musk is on there. Bill Gates did one recently, and Clubhouse is one thing I don't like about it is I don't like how if you're on there and you tune into a conversation, you're like caught in the middle of the conversation. But it is a great way to essentially do like a 12-person podcast in real time. It's awesome. Can I invite you, Kev? Yeah, I'll invite you after this. Remind me, text me.
Say hi to the camera.
All right.
Hey.
Niko, your cousin's on here, Meech. Meech was telling me he's crushing it. He's got like a trainer, like a coach.
Dude, he goes hard in the gym. He really does. Like every single time he
Ever since Drink and Grow Rich, when we came on, he changed his life around.
I mean,
Pretty much.
Listen, you have to give me all the credit
Yeah.
for it. Anything Meech does that's successful, I get credit for it. I'm just kidding.
Meech. What up, Meech?
Hey, Niko.
Hey.
Hi, Sean. What's up, Niko? Hi, Niko. Hi, everybody. We already said a hi. Happy Friday. That's right, Nikki Mouse. Nikki Mouse, I forget it was last week or 2 weeks ago. She won. But I don't know. Niko, what's on your mind today?
I don't know. It's a lot. First off, the weather is completely different down here. Yeah,
boo.
yeah.
We started with the weather.
It's
Come up
so
with something
true.
much more deeper.
Was that time you watched porn?
Don't do that one.
Probably like two last
Why don't you
week.
ever change up the beer static? Oh, actually. Yo, Brandon, you mind grabbing a pencil from my desk?
Dang, you got a lot of pencils.
I think there's one right on my desk. If there's not one right on my desk. Well, because Blue Moon is part of my brand, you know? Blue Moon, a pencil, and a button-down shirt. That's the brand. And actually, the real answer is it's by far the winner of beer. It's the most delicious. It is the most reasonably priced. It's available in all areas. You know when you get it that it is going to be delicious and you are going to be satisfied. So it's just like, why change it up if it's already perfect? You know what I'm saying?
OG Tato 420 said, what made you start this podcast? Shall we just say it? Is Niko nervous on camera?
Niko, are you nervous on camera?
Nervous? Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know. This is Sean Lowry's show. I'm a guest, and I'm just here to observe everything right now.
This is not the Sean Lowry show, by the way.
This is Drink and Grow Rich,
This is Drink and
and
Grow
I'm
Rich, a
here
very
to
different
observe
show.
The live set, and it's pretty interesting.
Ever thought
It's
about
funny,
diving into human and entrepreneurial optimization? Now we're talking. Who's that? Meech. Yeah, Meech. We're talking about human optimization. Yeah, dude. That's just basically you do. You basically do that. Niko.
Human optimization.
Yeah. It
What, optimize every part of your life?
I think the way I interpret it is like more with the body, but also the mind. It's just like, okay, I have this many hours in the day. Like, I'm all about optimization for my company. I was just showing Niko, like, I have hourly averages for all my employees in each of their departments. Like, clock down to the minute, like so that's optimizing like the efficiency levels. Every day I'm looking at the Facebook ads, seeing what return on ad spend is. That's optimization. Optimization is maximizing something. So human optimization, I think, is maximizing your life. Yeah. So it could be like meditating. I have to meditate 10 minutes a day and like forcing yourself to do it. Or just like, how can I spend this amount of time to become the best amount of person? You have to optimize that, right? You talk about fasting, you talk about and you talk about
I already have like a long commute to work. It's like about an hour.
That would not be optimal.
No, so it's not optimal. So you have to figure out like how can I spend less time in the car? So I decided to wake up at 5 a.m. Speed. I decided to make all my meals on Sunday. Just make the most efficient life that you possibly can. Getting Things Done is a good book for that. Getting Things Done.
Who's it by?
GTD. It's two people. Howard Stern did it. I don't know who it's by. I don't know who it's by.
I don't care who it's by. All right, but like you have a long commute to work. That's not optimal. So you had to find ways around. And now that job is great and you like the job and you like the money. So that is optimal part. But you have this like thing in your life that's annoying, this commute. So you have to find ways to optimize around it as far as planning out meals. If you don't know what you're going to eat.
In the gym.
Yeah, in the gym. Exactly.
Yeah, everything.
Like human optimization is like, I don't know, like here's the opposite of human optimization. I think I'm going to have something to eat later. I'll just like maybe find something, drive around, see if like maybe I'll order at home. Maybe I'll go somewhere. And then you spend like 2 hours like flubbering around. That's not optimized. That's not optimized time. The optimized way would be like 3 days before you knew at this time you're going here. So those hour where you were like flubbering around looking for something to eat, like you knew. And then you could use those other 50 minutes for working out. Like it's optimizing it. It's making sure that each minute is accounted for. Each hour is accounted for. And like one of the things you might be able to put in that is fun. Like if you want to put an hour over here for fun. It doesn't sound very fun to do that, but like...
You do that now, Sean?
Yo, Sam Coleman Dancer, what's up, bro? I'm not the best at it, but like, I'm really good at doing it with my business, so it's kind of like...
You kind of do it.
I do it. I'm really good, like, natural. Like, I could be better.
I think.
I could be better at human optimization, but I mean, I'm pretty damn good. I pretty much know nothing about you, sorry. Introducing yourself to new people. Who are you and what are you about? All right, Squiggles, mom. You're talking about me or you?
You.
Oh, me?
Go.
My name's Sean Lowry. I am an entrepreneur. I have a business in Charleston, South Carolina that's growing fast called Lowry Brands, but the main business in it is United Monograms, which is a girls' clothing business. I recently started a podcast. Well, actually, it's not that recent. I'm 85 episodes in, one every week. And I love talking about capitalism, entrepreneurship, business. And I like to think I have a lot of good opinions. I like to think for myself. And I'm all about being successful, being happy, having a good life, and just, being cool. I'm cool, if I were to sum it up. Is that a good summary?
I think it's Sean, is how to live your ideal life.
How to live my ideal life?
Yeah.
You think I'm good at that?
I think you kind of do that, yeah. Yeah.
See, like, the problem is, like, for a lot of people talk about living their ideal life, like, they might think, well, I don't know, what's your ideal life?
Ideal life?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a family, you have security, and then I just want to have fun and not necessarily depend on a paycheck every 2 weeks. I think that's honestly the biggest thing for me is like not having to depend on my 401k when I'm older. I hate the feeling of like, oh yeah, next Thursday I'll get paid. And like, that's not fun. That's not cool. Yeah. So
I just want to be cool.
Do you want to be an entrepreneur?
I think I know where I stand in the world and it's probably entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
What do you think would be better marketing? Getting a Super Bowl ad for free or having Joe Rogan talk about you? Free? That's a good question, actually.
Damn.
What would be better, a Super Bowl ad or Joe Rogan talking about you?
Joe Rogan talking about it.
I don't know, man. I think I'd say Super Bowl ad.
But that's hard because
they're both good.
Joe Rogan at least lives on in Spotify. You're gonna name an awesome commercial 3 years ago. It's done. It's out.
That's kind of
what
true.
lives on the internet forever.
There's definitely could be a little more context around each of them because also one thing that lives on the internet, 2011 top 10 Super Bowl commercials. That lives around. It depends if it's
But you're talking about optimizing. So if you optimize,
they're both good.
Rogan would convert
JRE,
more to your followers, though.
You're gonna see your views just go up by the month, instantly.
Okay, you would get more eyeballs on the Super Bowl commercial at that moment.
But
so then it might be about how to how long after that moment will it live. But in the direct moment, I'm going Super Bowl commercial. Get more eyeballs right away. I'm going Super Bowl commercial. I mean, they're both great. Yeah. Super Bowl commercials I hate commercials. But I watch the Super Bowl commercials. That's the one time a year I'm like, commercials, yeah.
It's the Super Bowl.
I love Super Bowl commercials. So both great things. I'll go with Super Bowl, but they're both good. Have you been investing in stocks, and how are you basing yourself with it if you are?
This is 1920s, man.
Yeah, I'm investing in stocks. Buy good companies, hold them, forget about them. 10 years later, be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And then be like, oh, it's going great.
Isn't this the history of the 1920s? You love history, dude. So when you read books, I feel like everybody and their mother had a stock and credit and everything because that was it. I feel like, I don't know.
Well, it's the 2020s, baby.
I didn't hear this in the 2010, the 20s.
I was talking to Priceless Tay in the podcast today. One thing I said was how fucking awesome is it that we live in this day and age where the information is so quick. If you bought a stock in 1920, I don't even know, man. You got to write it on paper, hand it to a guy, hand it to a guy. So 6 weeks later.
And then they go look at the board.
What about selling the stock? Just Morse code? How do you do that?
All right, you were talking about buying Bitcoin. You're talking about I threw some in at 45 versus 50. You can't do that in 1920. Yeah. You have to, the time it takes to get the stock to purchase it might already be fucking out of business. I don't know.
I got a question, Sean.
Yeah.
Sousa Palooza. Write this down, Sean. Okay, I got a bunch of shit. All right, what's your question, Brandon? Let's hear it.
It's a tweet. So this guy named Adam Singer.
Singer.
Yeah, he's attention crypto traders. Bitcoin went from $1 to 58,000. If you're not wealthy by now, you didn't do it. You missed. You completely struck out on the greatest run in the last 100 years. If you own 0.47 Bitcoin, stop acting like you know what you're doing and you're a strong holder now. So basically what he's saying is you missed out if you don't have
So here's my question back to you.
And I was I feel like
is that somebody that you follow?
I just saw someone.
There's one thing I've learned about you, Brandon.
I don't follow him. But
there's one thing I've learned about you. You have a thought and then you see something that verifies it and then you think then you use that as credibility.
That's 98% of
That's 90% of the world.
But
when it comes to social
media.
But
I know you and you talked before about have I missed out on Bitcoin? And then you found somebody who said that you missed out on Bitcoin, and now you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
Because that's verifying your earlier thought.
But I'm asking for you to either verify that statement or not.
You didn't miss out.
Okay. Then, yeah.
But, you're not ready to, go buy it right now. So,
I bought some 2 days ago.
You want someone to tell you, dude, it's over, you missed it, don't worry about it.
I bought some 2 days ago, and then, I lost, $15. And
but that's the thing.
$15.
You're just looking at it.
$15 can go for
That's what it was kind of
It's so hard to not look at it.
It's kind of when you were talking with prices, how you have to have an emotion thing where you can't look at it. You have to
just put it away, man. Just have
ideal
the
person to have on my podcast.
Yeah, it's an anxiety.
Mark Cuban.
Forever, man. You're not in it for the get rich or quick scheme.
What are you sacrificing or doing for Lent? He gave us the ultimate sacrifice. So I'm doing something. I'm giving up religion.
Damn. I saw you had a cross, Niko. Are you Catholic, Christian?
I'm Orthodox, so it's even crazier.
Here's the thing about
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not that religious. I respect the whole thing.
I don't know the whole thing.
I respect it all.
Baptism cross.
The one thing I gotta say is I didn't ask Jesus to do that. Thank you, but he didn't ask you to do it. You didn't. I owe him a favor now. I gotta give up something for 40 days. I didn't ask. Thank you. I didn't ask him to do it. If tanked, do you think you could build another business just as successful? You're fucking right, I could. I absolutely could. It would be hard. It would be difficult. It would take a long period of time. It would suck that it tanked and I couldn't pivot off it into something else. But yes, of course. Security law is out of date. You pass the test if you not got the income or savings to qualify. Huh? I don't know what that. Maybe give me more on that. Oh, Sean. What? I don't know how behind I am in here. What is one thing you would like to try at least once in your life? Having Niko on Dream Grow Rich, and it's accomplished today. Yes. I lost out big time, lost loads of different crypto private keys, lost to day trading, made me feel dumb. You're not dumb, J-Buck, you're the man. What would that business be? Niko, real quick, if you want to start a business, what would it be? Go. Don't think. What would it be?
Don't think?
All right. I already got mine, but come on.
Solar energy roofs.
Okay.
Redefining them.
That's good.
Better.
That's good. All right. I have a backup plan. I swear to God, I don't think I might have talked about this once or twice. I have an idea for an invention. Now, I hate when people have ideas for inventions because it's like, oh, it's just an invention. Like, okay, there's so much execution and marketing and stuff that goes into it. But I want to invent this thing called the armadillo. And what it's going to be is that you have a bed and you have an add-on to your bed where you put it in your bed. And do you ever try to sleep on your side? What's the worst thing about sleeping on your side? Your arm like loses like it loses what's the word? You know, the blood flow to it. Yeah, circulation. It falls asleep. So like I'm a sleep on the side guy. So I want to invent this thing where I can put my arm in a hole, and then I can like sleep on my side, and it's going to be called the armadillo. Because, and I don't want it to be a bed. The market isn't going to be like selling a bed that has it. I want it to be an insert into a bed. So people can buy it for like $49.95.
But how do you dig a hole in the bed?
Well, that's the thing would have to figure out.
Yeah.
Dude, yo, you could put like a pillow in between too. And like, you know how people like to like comfort like a pillow? Like
yeah.
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And like, you know, and like, all right. So armadillo sounds like armhole pillow. And also like, I'm going to imagine when you buy it, it's going to be kind of like an accordion, you know, like, because some people have longer arms than others.
Dude, some people are weird when they sleep. They like to put a pillow like in between their like knees too.
So you basically have an arm vagina.
It's a big hole in your bed.
You put it in.
It's an arm vagina.
It's an armadillo. And it's a hole in your bed, and you put your arm in it so that you can sleep on your side. And armadillo is the perfect name because armadillos have that like little crevice on their shells that looks like that. And it's going to be like, some people have longer arms than others, so it's going to be like come in the longest form. But basically, it's something that you can either turn either way in the middle of your bed, and you can be able to sleep on your side without having to like have your arm all crammed up like that. And it's going to be called the armadillo, and it's going to be an insert. I'm not getting into the bed business. I'm getting into the insert into bed business. Now, how do you carve out of your bed? That would be
the insert business.
That would be one of the big parts. Yeah, the insert business. That's just one thing I've always been into, the insert business.
Me too.
I was joking, but what else is in the insert business?
I know what I'd make.
I was joking. Armadillo.
Thanks, John, for believing in my intelligence. J-Buck, you're the fucking one of the smartest dudes, dude.
Oh, J-Buck?
Love that, helping the planet. I think I'm really behind. I'm just going to scroll. Also, pillow between your knees is good for your spine. At Niko.
Yeah.
Can we get a whiteboard diagram of the armadillo?
Oh, we can? We have to erase something.
I mean,
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. We got to roll the thing in. It's essentially going to be like, okay, like
I can get a mini dry erase board.
You can get the mini dry erase board. Perfect. And dude, it's a good idea. Ideas don't stick to the back of my brain unless they're good. And maybe this just applies to me. It's a whole new market, a whole new effort. But the armadillo could be a fucking hit, especially if it's an insert.
You should go online and try to copyright that name now.
All right, so the armadillo is going to look like this. I mean, I'm not a good drawer. It's just like, it's going to be like.
You improved since drawing.
It's like, it might look weird. I don't know.
Armadillo.
All right, so it's going to look like this.
Why is that end like kind of like?
Because it can be longer. If it's going to be like something that you create one mold for, and kids and like 6'7" adults can all use. If you have long arms, then you can buy the same product that you can as your kid. So it has to be long. And if it's too long, that's fine. It can't be too short. So it's going to be like extendable. And if you're shorter, well, I actually just thought of this. If you're shorter, you can extend it back up and maybe like put a pillow at the bottom of it for your fingers. But like, you can drag it out, drag it in, you insert it in the middle of your bed, and you put your arm in it, and it's called the armadillo. And it sounds like arm hole pillow. And the way that armadillo looks is just like this. So it's the perfect branding, and it's the perfect name, and it's the perfect product.
I'm confused. Like,
Will it be
how long
American
did
made
you-
or China made?
Did you just think of this?
No,
like,
I've been
randomly?
thinking about this for a while.
Yeah, he's said this. He's said this before.
Like, I'm really serious about the armadillo. Like,
And he tells me to come up with some invention on the fucking
No,
fly.
it came out
The
like
fuck?
because someone said if you quit your business, what would you want to sell?
All right.
I would start the armadillo. Like, it's a business that you'd have to, like, you know, get a mold made, and you'd have to get one, and you might have like production issues of it. But like, here's the good thing about the business. Any bed in America you can insert it in. Now that's the part I got to figure out. But there's just one mold. Like, one of the most annoying things about selling shirts is like small to 3XL. Every time I change the prices, I'm like 3XL, 2XL. But the armadillo is going to be one size fits all, and it applies to every single person in the world. Who doesn't have a bed? It's a ubiquitous product that will solve everybody's issues. I just got to figure out that insert part. Maybe I'll eventually work with like sleepy mattress.
If it's
whatever.
squishy, I could see it, man. Because I like to cuddle a pillow. You know?
Yeah, but
So-
I don't think you understand. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's
Kind
gonna
of,
be
I do. I think you
in
can
the
add
bed. All right.
accessories.
You know, like, imagine like you have a carrot and you pull the carrot out, and there's a hole left. That's what the armadillo is. It's a hole in the bed.
So either you have to make your own mattresses, or you have to partner with people who make.
No,
inserts.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't want it to be a bed company. I want to be something for $49.95. Anyone with a bed can buy and insert in their bed. Maybe it could be like a little scissors around, like the thing that like it can get insert into any bed. But there's probably going to be issues with like the fluff from the bed popping up. I don't know. A little more thought to put into it, but that, if Unit Monograms fails, the armadillo is coming to a household near you, so look out for it. Who has that much trouble with their arm in bed? Dude, I do. Maybe I need to do some market research, but every night. I'm a big cuddler. I'm a big sleep.
So your arm's always underneath.
I'm sleep on a side guy, so my one arm is all right. So my strategy now is Shelby has one pillow. I have two pillows. Well, she has two pillows. I have two pillows. But
Be like
I
me
take
and be
my
single.
pillow, I put it over Shelby's pillow, my top pillow, and then I put my arm under her pillow, but my pillow is above her pillow, and then my arm is above my second pillow. That's like the best way to do it. Then I usually have to turn over at some point because my arm's falling asleep.
Wait, so he's been talking about this like a lot? Like,
He's talked about it
recently?
before.
It's like the third time I've talked about it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. The execution of it might be hard. If it didn't work out as an insert, then it would have to be a mattress company, and it's a whole different market. Like, I don't know if I can compete in the mattress game right off the bat because all the resources those companies have. It would have to be an add-on. Mickey Mouse has invested in this idea. All right. Well,
Start a Kickstarter.
a Kickstarter. That's embarrassing. It's like, hey, does anyone want to give me money? How do you think Elon can take Tesla? How far do you think he can take Tesla? Especially now
To
that he's even got
space.
Tesla roofs as a random but unique product. It's not random. When I bought my Tesla, they offered the solar panels as part of like the deal. Like, the solar panels have always been part of Tesla. What's the biggest problem with solar panels?
They look ugly as
Ugly.
fuck.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ugly. They're ugly as fuck.
Hecker, he could like talk about this. You walk around our neighborhood, man. Like, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's disgusting.
It's so ugly.
It's terrible.
It's so ugly. I saw something recently about solar panels where it was like it'll melt on your roof. I think they should be under. I think the solar panels should be under the.
It should just be shingles.
They should be under the shingles. Oh,
Or
they should
whatever
just
they are. Just be shingles.
They should just be
Like,
shingles.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like, just
The problem
a little
is
bit from the sun that
Elon
way.
Musk is the one attacking the high level of that, the distribution, and like it's not easy. You know how many houses there are. You know, like that's the greatest thing about Elon Musk. He's attacking it like person by person. As far as like the solar panels are ugly, he knows that. So I'm sure he's thinking about something like that.
But is
you
it
can't just
like-
make that right away and have it be successful.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand. Like, I'll get like knocks on my door, and it's just like I don't know. It's like a regular suburban neighborhood, and I'm like, how much money do you think these people have? I don't know. Like, are people doing this like regularly?
the more people that get them, the lower the cost will be because they'll
I
be
guess,
more.
yeah.
So it's just like
Yeah. I mean,
it's
I don't
better
know.
for the
I don't know.
environment. But then like, what about Iceland? They could never have them, I guess, because they just don't have sun all the time. What do you think he should invent next, Elon Musk?
He has so many projects that this guy.
I'm down
I'm
for
sure-
Airplanes.
motorcycle.
Airplanes. He already, I think, yeah. Actually, I've never like seen a Tesla motorcycle. I heard about it. Motorcycles are silly, dude. I think airplanes.
Airplanes.
I don't know. Let's get off Elon Musk's
Like,
dick. Tea bags and coffee bags with sugar and powdered milk already in them. Plus, you can get 1 or 2 lumps of sugar.
What?
Tea bags. That's true. Like tea bags are a thing, right? Oh,
Yeah.
But there's coffee bags. Are they a thing? You get hot water, you put a bag in it, and it becomes coffee.
there's a form of it when it
There's
comes
something.
in pouches for people who need to quit dip. Like you could put a caffeine coffee
Yeah, I
pouch.
don't think that's what he's talking about.
But that's a filter.
So her point is,
but it kind
it
of
has milk and
exists.
sugar in it.
So-
That's her
okay.
point.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But is there a form to the boiling? Like, why do we put milk and sugar in after we pour the coffee? Like, is there
It's like a chemistry thing.
a reason why we do
Because
it after?
there is powdered milk.
But like, if you're boiling sugar milk at the same time as the coffee, like, is that gonna like mess up the formula?
I don't
Like,
know.
taste?
That's what someone have to figure out.
Yeah.
But I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You put a tea bag in, and you get the tea, but you also get like your creamer in there. It's a good idea. Chemistry. We need a chemist.
Right.
Sean, I think there's a pillow made with a hole in it that you can put your arm through when sleeping. Yeah, but that's just the pillow.
You wanted to insert it.
It's got to be in the bed.
Yeah.
The star panel backpacks are cool too. Solar panel backpacks. That's what Elon Musk said solar panels are. They're tiles, right? That's what they need to be.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Mom. Hi, Nick. Go to dinner. Wait, going to help with dinner and chores. Chores?
Sure.
Hope you have a great night. Q. Hired cheap will cost things in Bitcoin before you deploy the capital. For example, as in how many houses can you buy with 1 Bitcoin? Well, it's worth 50 grand right now, so you can get like a little fucking shack. How hard can it be? I've had a solar powered calculator since the 90s. TI-83? That is weird. Why are the calculators from the early 2000s solar powered, but like not a lot of other stuff is?
It's because
cool,
it doesn't.
guess.
No, it's because it's not that much power
It's
to power
cheap.
it.
Did you ever put
cheap,
boobs in it?
You don't need that much power to power a calculator, like sort of thing. So, like, if you were to do a house, yeah, that's a lot.
Is
Or
it
a
that hard to
country,
collect electricity
it's a lot.
though? If
It's
so,
a lot.
800 panels.
I think-
Geothermal energy in Iceland. Nobody pays for energy at all. It's all harvested through volcanic activity.
Damn.
Now that makes more sense over like solar.
Hacker,
Like, you can't just
hacker
do-
thinks like
Everyone has
Iceland
a
got it
free
all
light
figured
bill
out.
on
Iceland also is like 20.2% of
What
our GDP.
has Iceland ever done for the world? Like, I'm very proud of Iceland. They're a nice little country up there. They're all happy.
They didn't disturb the
They're all
dead.
healthy.
They
They all
didn't
got
hurt
this
the dead.
volcano shit figured
It's the
out.
same thing with Greece.
But did
man.
Netflix?
I
Did
love going
Netflix
to
come from
Greece.
Iceland?
They didn't hurt the
Hey,
dead.
Niko, tell me about Greece, because last time I heard about
Dude,
Greece,
Greece is beautiful.
last time
but
I heard
to
about Greece, they
live
were
there,
destroying an entire continent.
Well, then you have not done your research.
Is the
right
country
lately.
still bankrupt?
No, not at all. They're actually doing really good. Like they really did an uptick. The countries in Europe that you need to worry about right now are Italy, because their government's like,
Oh!
no, seriously, like
That's not
the
even
prime
right.
minister was like, I'm done. Like, I don't know. So Italy, and I think Denmark is like a little strange kind of ish, like their prime
Yeah.
minister. So I don't know, man. And then England left, Brexit.
Niko, talk to the camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting used to this, and I'm looking.
I saw this
looking at
one
all
TikTok
this.
where this guy, he travels to countries after natural disasters and terrorist attacks because it's cheaper.
Basically,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a good
basically,
business
Greece
decision,
sucks. No, I was kidding. It's beautiful.
No, I mean, you
I'm-
could live in
I'm
paradise
saying that
forever.
because my buddy's right here. He's Greek.
I hate when people compare countries
Say,
because there's
uh,
nothing like the U.S. There's
Say
nothing.
the player's name on the Bucks, number 34.
Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's how I say it.
Yeah.
Until
Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
George.
you think
Is
he'll
that-
ever
is
be
that-
better?
is that
Gianni.
George?
You think
Yeah,
he'll
he's
ever be
George.
better than
Funniest
LeBron?
story that happened at United Monograms.
He could be.
It was when someone ordered a monogram that said STD or S or KKK. But actually, the worst one that the worst monogram that out of all of those, I think, is personally SAD. It's just sad. It's just like,
That's pretty
it's just
bad.
sad. It's just sad. Like, I mean, ass is worse, KKK is worse, STD, but like,
Let the people vote. What's worse?
being sad is so sad. It's like, sad. I'm sad. Being sad is like so sad.
Do you think a sad shirt would make you?
I'm spending
think
money to
sad
tell
the
people
whole
I'm
day?
sad.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, like.
that girl's sad.
Well, it makes sense. She has the sad. On.
Things get cheaper in Bitcoin. Will you deploy when you can buy 100 houses?
What the fuck?
I love these like Bitcoin questions.
I'm not following like the whole thought process.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean by like the 20s. Like this is what happened in the 20s.
Yeah,
like everybody was like a stock, credit,
Brandon,
and everyone had one.
I answered your question. If time wasn't a limiting factor, what would you pursue outside of UM? The armadillo. The armadillo. The armadillo is the future of betting. I'm going to shape the betting industry for the better. Dude, I could start the armadillo.
It's got like that.
Is UM an eco-friendly company, or would you try to make it eco-friendly?
Dude, that actually does matter. Like in some point to some
Next. No, I mean,
to some small. You know what?
Shirts
It's
out of-
immaterial. I think it's
No,
immaterial.
honestly,
And I
to
don't
be
think
honest,
it matters that much.
we're not an eco-friendly company. Like,
You're a service.
no, we're not. We're not. Like we're not. We sell shirts that I want to be, but like, what does an eco-friendly company mean? There's companies that will go to other companies and like make them more eco-friendly.
It means
but,
that you're big enough to spend enough money to be able to like use like green energy, and like it's a lot of money. It's a lot of
like,
money. It really is.
But just like
at
but cloth, like we're okay. So one thing we're putting like cloth into
it's
the
so
world.
much money.
I mean, cloth is people may be over a long period of time because their quality's so good. We'd eventually throw out like. The answer to the question is we're not eco-friendly, but like, do we respect eco-friendliness?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck no. No, I'm just kidding. What if I said that? Of course, I want the world to be happy and safe and healthy. And
You should convert your warehouse to eco-friendly.
like how? Like
Get
what
a
does that even
windmill.
mean? What does it mean?
Get a, I don't know, I was like,
Get a what?
It's
get a
literally-
windmill.
A windmill?
I don't know.
It's so much money. I think like there's like a catch even in these like solar panels and everything. Like the battery only has a certain life. Like you're putting up a lot of money
Yeah.
to do something good,
Yeah, it's
but
like the problem
it's not
with like,
practical.
the problem
It's
with
not
like
practical.
capitalists
It's not.
and like geo friendly shit is like, yeah, it's not practical.
It's not practical until you become.
But like, I want the
something
world to be a
nice.
better place. That's the most important thing. But like,
You got to get some clout.
it's just
Get
like
some clout. Get some money.
it's
and then
so
you got
hard
it.
to start a business from anyway, and it's so hard to maintain relevancy, and it's so hard. Like focusing on eco-friendly is like, whoa, like we never really thought about that. Like what? So we recycle. Okay, I actually have a great answer for you. One of our employees, Lindsay Phelps, great person. She took all of our messed up shirts. At the end of the week, unfortunately, there's a certain amount of mistakes, like printed wrong, printed on the wrong size. The supplier sent it with an error in it. She gave it to her neighbor who has an organization, and they sent us a picture of this under like lower level income level family, and there's like 7 people in the family, and they were all wearing United Monograms mess ups. So we took them, and I always usually drop them off in like the women's shelter bin, but Lindsay took them and she gave them to this community, and they sent us a picture. So it was so funny. Like there was a big family of 7 people, and they're all wearing like messed up United Monograms. They weren't messed up, like they were just the wrong monogram. So like in that way, we kind of recycled and we did the right thing for the earth. And I'm very proud of that. And I felt a big warmth in my heart when I saw that. So it's not really geo, but it's just an example of, don't think I'm a bad guy. Because I'm not. Anyway.
It's something to want to do, but like it just costs so much money.
Reference
And
to
then,
Cuban earlier. If you could be a stakeholder in any pro sports team, who and why? I mean, I haven't like stated this as like a.
I would do soccer. Bro.
Yeah.
I
Right.
my dream would be to own a sports team, NBA or NFL.
Now a dream is different. Like I would want to do an NFL or NBA team, but if you're talking about a stake in like a sport, it's got to be
soccer.
even hockey. Maybe
We need a T-shirt, cartoon version of Sean holding an armadillo. Definitely not hockey, dude.
Baseball teams might be cheap right now.
I don't know. In my head, I don't watch enough hockey, so like in my head, I feel like it's really devalued.
Right, Shelby said we recycle cardboard and donate to the homeless. We're behind a little here. Love that, Shelby. Thanks, Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
But dude, I mean, it would absolutely. There's this line from the TV show Billions, and it's like, American does not have kings and queens. They don't have royalty, but the royalty is being a sports owner. That would be absolutely like. I take great pride in saying like what my.
do you
goal
care
is.
whether it's a like
No.
NBA?
So the answer to Mishy's question, he said, "What team would it be?" The answer to mine is, I don't care what it would be. I just want it to be football or basketball. Like in my dream,
that'd be amazing.
in my dream world, like that'd be
amazing.
That's. It's I'm someone who respects the goals that I set for myself, And like, I can't just go out and set that goal. Not because I won't have enough money, which is also a big thing, how much money you have. But like, it's just such a limited circle. It's 60 people, 60 guys. 60 guys own the leagues. What is it? 30 NFL teams, 65 guys, whatever, own. So it's only 65 guys, and they're gonna hand it down to their kids. And like, no matter how much money you have, like, doesn't mean you can get one. So I'm not trying to set myself up for like
that'd be awesome.
That I would
like
love.
owning an NFL team, or I mean, to me, like, all right, what would you prefer, NBA, NFL?
I prefer.
It doesn't matter to me.
I prefer NBA. Because I like the league more. I like the league more. I love the NBA. But yes, the NBA is great.
An NFL team would be so cool too. Any.
Joel Velasquez, we'll wave to him.
I haven't talked to Joel. Joel, I was thinking about you, dude.
Yeah, so who should we give the $50 to so far? I like to sometimes halfway through do like a.
Who asked the Rogan Super Bowl question?
I forget. I'm too lazy to.
You gotta scroll.
If I have any advice for you want to win the money, it's like.
Stay till the end.
Like stick around, like or like ask it towards the
Sean
end.
has changed the winner many times.
I forget who asked that question. That was a good question. I think it might have been my cousin Brendan. Meech is looking pretty good. As I say that, he pops him. Yeah, I mean, look at the Mets and how much Cohen just shout out for the Wilpons. Is this guy speaking English?
It must be a lower
straight up
level
baseball
league.
talk.
I know. I just don't know. That's a funny ass last name, Wilpons.
But it's all about the owners of the Mets, dude.
So much money goes into that. Didn't A-Rod try to buy the Mets?
Yes, I think I wasn't into it. He knows more like about it, but dude, owning a baseball team is kind of like, to me also like you fucking.
Baseball sucks.
It sucks, but like, what do you have to? I don't know.
Okay, say the word.
Golf, and baseball is what I would want to be a pro at, because it's like some of the.
Sure, I understand.
It's
easy.
precision. No. It's precision as well. Very, very precise. You got to be insanely precise, actually.
Like a lot of NFL players and NBA players are massively athletic, and they could maybe switch leagues.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if baseball didn't exist, most of the players in the MLB would be like insurance salesmen and such, right? Because the skill is so specified.
Yeah. Hand-eye coordination.
It's insane. Though.
And supposedly A-Rod cheated on it. Dude, A-Rod. Oh, he's like. In the past, I thought that he had built back up his reputation, but he's such a dirty scumbag. Like, it's what happens when you give a very handsome, talented man all the money in the world. Like, it's like Tiger Woods. It's like, have you ever been the most handsome, talented man?
Yo, I didn't hear your final thoughts about that, by the way, with Tiger. Like, that's a weird situation.
So
like,
how the fuck do you crash?
Like, it's got to be drugs.
No,
and alcohol.
they said recently. They said
or alcohol.
Yeah,
there was no alcohol.
Okay, so then drugs.
That did come out that there was no alcohol.
Or there's an asshole on the road.
All right,
they said it was an accident.
That's it.
So we're talking about baseball and golf and how the hand-eye coordination and the specific skills. Like Tiger Woods, he can't drive a car straight on a road. Like he's fucking Tiger Woods.
So then you got to break down what makes you not drive straight. There's an asshole on the road, right. Or
you didn't get.
You're fucked up. It's that simple.
And even if you are fucked up, you don't crash. So it's like
yeah, there's a good point.
He almost like wanted to do it. Like, I mean,
you gotta be like out of your mind.
So did you watch? You actually told me about the Tiger Woods documentary.
Yeah, it was weird.
There was one. Okay, I love Tiger Woods. Like they took him down a little bit, and and I don't mean in the documentary. I mean like he's the king of the world, and then he gets taken down, and it was his fault a little bit, you know. But where am I getting at here? I'm saying.
You love Tiger Woods. The
one scene that I never saw, that I only saw in the documentary, was him talking to the cops. And they're like, "Where are you?" And he said he was in California, but he was in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like,
he was fucked up.
He was fucked up. And I've never seen that footage before. And I knew he went through a stage and all that. But, damn, he was really fucked up. So that played in my head right away when I heard that Tiger Woods had a single car crash. And
you don't even have to play anything in your head. How does that happen?
One before.
It does. It's a period. How does that happen?
So you're
just on the road. You're just on the road. You're sober as fuck, and then all of a sudden you just fucking go. Exactly. There's no explanation. There's no explanation for what the fuck happened. He flipped the car.
He said he sneezed.
There's no.
Yeah.
That is the only sober explanation that I can possibly think of, or like a husband hitting you or a wife.
He was like looking for his phone. And
or like his biscuit fell on the ground.
Or he was getting a blowjob from a mistress.
That's what I mean.
Well, then there would be another body involved in this.
She got out of there like some scrape.
But what makes a car flip?
Dude.
That is
okay.
That is
Either he was wasted drunk, which still isn't an excuse to crash, or on pills, still isn't an excuse to crash. Or he's a terrible driver, which still isn't even an excuse to crash. I'm a terrible driver.
No, because like yes, that's
the
what
only
I mean.
really reason I can think of is that he wanted it to happen.
Jesse Smollett.
He went full.
I'm not saying like on purpose like that. I'm saying
he
like,
actually broke his legs.
Somewhere in the back of his subconscious, he like was craving the limelight or something. Like I don't think he purposely did it, but dude, you know how easy it is to do this.
Or maybe he wanted an excuse to quit golf, so he's like, "I'll just break my leg."
There you go. Is that
when I say
or like what is that?
No, when I say he did it on purpose, I don't mean that his conscious mind did it on purpose. I mean like subconsciously he could do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He manifests that.
It's not that fucking hard to drive. It's very easy.
That's what I mean. Let's assume that something
he manifests some bad shit that happened to him.
But I still love Tiger Woods, and want to know what will be is sad? Like obviously Tiger Woods had the greatest story of all time, and then. What does Jack Nicklaus have? 19, 18? And Tiger's like 2 away. Like he got this other one on the Masters like a year or 2 ago.
So
like
close.
Now he's had a lot of tragedy in his life. And like the future of Tiger Woods, it could be like one thing that was interesting in the documentary was his dad said he wanted him to be like Gandhi and all that stuff.
It was a weird documentary.
If Tiger Woods has the same life and he is one below Jack Nicklaus or one above Jack Nicklaus as far as how many majors he won, he will be revered so much more if it's above it. Yeah. And he knows that. And like, he knows that. So I think that he has that one number in his head about how many majors he wins because he knows it affects his legacy. And he's someone that's already been like based upon that throughout his whole life. So like, it sucks that.
He's a child actor.
He's kind of like a child actor. That's actually a really good analogy.
He's a child actor.
That's a really good analogy. From the time he was same psychology that would be involved in a Macaulay Culkin or a Lindsay Lohan being fucked up or the Olsen twins is the same brain psychology.
What was your fascination with child actors? Like, what is it? Because I understand it fully.
I'm fascinated in fame in general, and I'm fascinated in brains in general. So if you give fame to a young brain, a high percentage of them come out fucked up. That's my fascination.
So what does that tell you about fame then? Like
fame is absolutely
right.
Fame is
if there's a consistent data point.
Fame is unhealthy. Fame is unhealthy.
Clearly, because not to a young developing mind, it's not right. We have enough.
It's
data
terrible.
points.
It's terrible for a brain. Yes.
Why did that?
You get a high.
Justin Bieber kind of broke through. But like, I also want to be famous. But like, I'm fucking adult.
He said he's lonely in his songs.
Yeah. Dude, Justin Bieber's new songs are very fucking like, oh, I'm so feel bad for me.
He's like married a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
So sad.
Like his new songs are kind of like very like, oh, feel bad for me. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I love you, Justin Bieber. Like, stop fucking doing that shit. Or celebrity.
But now you're getting into the personality.
So Eppy's here. Yeah. He said, Bieber, Britney. They were both young. Like 15 is young, 16 is young. Bieber's doing great, man. Britney, like, dude, I watched the Britney thing.
Where's it?
I have no idea about.
It's on Hulu.
I have no idea,
dude. Like, she hit a point where you could see in her eyes.
She went crazy.
Like, she got hit by the young.
She looks crazy. She
got hit by the young fame.
I think
the Macaulay Culkin, the Lindsay Lohan, the thing that we're talking about. Britney Spears got hit by it.
She was like, sexualized.
Dude, imagine how like imaginable that amount of fame is. It's not even about being sexualized. It's about the paparazzi and like the level. It's imagine infinity. You can't imagine it. Like being famous is like fucks with your head.
So you know how you're supposed to like raise children to like a certain way and like values or like whatever you think.
Yeah.
If fame does that consistently to children, isn't that mean that fame is bad?
Fame is
kind of.
Fame is bad. famous.
Unless you're at an age where you're just straight up like self-aware.
Exactly.
Like Kevin
Let's talk to
Hart.
people who
Have you seen Kevin Hart interviews? That guy is like, I know what fame is. You don't need to explain it to me.
But he got famous at like
It's
30.
scary.
He got famous at 30. So
he
he's
went
mentally
through,
able.
he had rock bottom.
He's
stuff.
mentally able to handle it.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that's what I was. My podcast today I was with this girl Taylor. Like we're talking about the time it takes to fight for something. Now, if you fight through that effort, like if you want to start a business, you have to do a lot of hard work. If you want to do anything, you have to do a lot of hard work. And then when you get there, you still keep those principles of like the hard work. Like Lindsay Lohan never really like learned those principles. She was just like, oh. And then she's so super fucking famous. So she doesn't get what it takes to be successful. She just is. And that kind of fucks with your head. And what was I going to say? Kevin Hart. But let's think of some people who were famous when they were young and are just fine.
Kevin Hart.
He wasn't famous.
He wasn't.
young.
He wasn't.
No
with
way.
Tom.
No way.
Okay. You're talking about young. Because he was like
okay.
20.
I consider
Yeah,
young.
I got
I
you.
consider young
Teens.
17 and under.
Teens.
I consider young 17 and under.
So-
Okay, what about Leonardo DiCaprio? He's fine. He's fucking fine. Absolutely fine. He was famous when he was young, so it can be done. You can be famous when you're young and be fine.
You name one person though.
There's one
I just
person.
named one more people I can think of who didn't work. Who else is okay? What about Dakota Fanning? I don't know. I don't know what she's up to. Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff is fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
She's not famous anymore though.
Let's talk about someone who's still famous. Since
Yeah, Ebbie's
Leo.
LBJ.
LBJ.
I mean, he was like prodigy of when
Dude,
he was like in middle school.
I do got to say the difference. Excuse me.
And something's up with that. By
The
the
difference
way.
between-
I actually don't
All right,
believe it.
all right. Listen
or
to
trust
this.
it.
Listen to this. Listen to
Something's
this.
up.
Listen to this.
There's no
The
way.
difference between an athlete and an actor is
Wrong.
that an athlete, when it comes down to it, all they have to do is step on the floor and play the game. Like fame for actors or entertainers, it's okay. What's my next gig? What's my next role? What manager should I trust? Basketball and sport, you step on the court and you play the game. It does make it easier to. Okay, what's my next move? Lindsay Lohan has to pick a movie or pick a talk show to go on. LeBron just plays the next game, goes to the next season. LeBron is somebody who would absolutely be susceptible to this. He's doing great. But I think he has the advantage of being an athlete, which makes him, what have I got to do tomorrow? I got to go play the game. I get on my shoes. I go play. I play. It's the same game every time. It's always 12-minute quarters. The out-of-bounds lines don't change. The three-point lines don't change. If you get fouled, it's just the same game. So he puts on his game face and he plays. Lindsay Lohan can't do that. Macaulay Culkin can't do that. It's too much more thinking. That's the advantage that an athlete would have over a
Actually, an athlete has it worse because they are prodigies at the age of like, I mean, you kind of know by the time they're 8th grade.
But I'm not
Dude, no.
So are actors. The Olsen twins were on TV since they were 2.
But consistently.
Since they were 0.
Consistently, like when did Macaulay Culkin like stop? Like the LeBron has been on TV and
But
like
that's what I'm
kind
saying.
of
But he's doing the
knows.
same thing. So it makes it easier for a brain. A brain
But
can.
longevity.
I know, but like LeBron's amazing. LeBron's fucking incredible. His body is taking care of himself. His basketball IQ.
Yeah.
But the difference between LeBron and Lindsay Lohan, both famous at 16, incredibly famous, unworldly famous, is that Lindsay Lohan has to make career decisions. LeBron might have to.
Right.
LeBron might have to
Yeah.
pick what
Yeah,
team
I
he
got
plays
you.
for,
Yeah.
but he goes and plays the same game, which makes it easier for
He
him.
made the decision.
yeah. Picking
No, yeah, 100%.
and
I mean,
that helps. And that helps
You're
because
still a human.
it clears your mind. It clears your mind. I go, I sweat, I play the game. It's refreshing to just do the same activity that you know how to do over and over. And actresses and actors and entertainers, they don't have that rock that an athlete does of the game. That's why I think LeBron's doing fine, right? Do you think LeBron's doing
Dude,
fine?
he's doing
He's the
amazing.
fucking king. He's the man.
He's amazing.
So
It's almost to the point where I'm like suspicious. I'm like, all right, what did you do? Like,
So I wouldn't.
something happened.
I wouldn't use
Like,
LeBron as an example.
Yeah. He's a freak.
of
He's
somebody-
a freak at staying clean. To be honest with you, like that doesn't make sense. Like from the time, this man had a clout. From the time he was 16 years old, he was on fucking national television. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Delonte
Yeah.
West. Wait, who said something about
He
Delonte
never had a
West?
knee injury in his life. That's just crazy.
I have a lot
Sean
of questions,
Astin?
and it's awesome that he could do that and have us question it.
People are like talking here without us, yo. Did you watch Fake Famous? That was dope and about this. The one dude fucking hated the fame while the chick loved it and lived off it. No, but I'm definitely gonna watch that
I
now.
think it's on Netflix.
That sounds awesome. Just the fame, I'm fascinated by it. I want it just so I can like learn about it. That's why I started my podcast. To answer your question at the very beginning. Not going well. Definitely not famous.
There's like ultra.
Keenan Thompson. Yeah. Sean Astin. Sean Austin. Rudy. Like, yeah. I mean, he's doing pretty well. There's probably more examples of people who are doing just fine than we can think of.
But
Well,
Leonardo,
that's what I mean. It's so few.
Leonardo
Like, people are
is
just
the
I
only
think there might be
person.
more than we can think of.
Leonardo's the only person that's sustained it since.
I mean, someone just said Keenan Thompson. Like he was.
But
He was on Keenan.
Leonardo, Keenan Thompson,
Well, they're both.
high level. That's what I'm
Keenan
saying.
has his own show. Dude, Keenan's high level. I mean, come
No,
on.
he's not.
Dude, he's a star on SNL. He has his own show coming out.
Dude, not compared to like Leo.
Not compared to Leo, but like,
Yeah.
how many levels are we comparing it to? Like, they're both Hollywood stars.
How many people can you fucking like?
But the point of this is to break down.
Like-
the point of this is to break down the psychology of young fame and if it fucks you up or not. Like
It
Keenan
does.
Thompson's an example of it not fucking you up. Leonardo is an example of it not fucking you
That's
up.
two people.
So people were saying other people. Sean Austin,
Who?
the guy that plays Rudy and the guy from the Goonies.
Who the fuck is Sean Austin?
Dude, the guy that played Rudy, the actor from Rudy,
Yeah.
and the guy that was in the Goonies,
Have you seen Stranger Things?
What is
and the guy
Rudy?
that was in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay, Nico doesn't know Sean Austin. That's not our
That's the
fucking
most
problem.
recent thing I remember.
He was famous as a kid.
Yeah.
Now, if the
I'm
question,
not buying that one.
if the question
I'm
is
not
the
buying
le-
that one.
see, here's where the question would come in with like a Britney Spears or a Justin Bieber. It's like the level, because Sean Astin was very famous as a kid, and he's still doing well. He's still acting. He never had the paparazzi like a Britney Spears or a Justin
No.
Timberlake,
Later, Abby.
and that will affect it. Yo, Epps, you the man. Yo, I gotta pee. You think you can hold the fort down?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I want
Can you get me a
1,000
beer?
people in here. Yeah, I'll get you a beer. We're out of beers? Damn. All right, I got more beers.
Sean Larry Show.
It's actually not the Sean Larry Show.
This is Sean Larry podcast. So what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Woo! Love today. Today's been great. I've been just killing it. I have an armadillo right here. This armadillo is gonna be the next big thing. All right. Brandon, why don't you ask me something?
It looks like a condom with ribbed condom.
A condom with what?
A ribbed condom.
Ribbed condom.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
There's condoms that have like ridges in it.
Ridges.
You're doing your impression.
Ridges?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay.
Go on.
What are like 3 pieces of business advice?
3 pieces of business advice. 1, quit your job and do what you gotta do. Okay. 2, find a niche. You find a niche and then you harbor it and you keep it going. All right. The niche is the armadillo. This is not an accordion. It's the armadillo. You keep your niche. You keep it good and you sell. You find what your niche is and you keep selling and sell and sell and sell and sell.
All right, give me a Sean story in his voice, like from college or something.
I mean, I got like 4 fucking underages when I was in fucking college.
What's one time?
It's ridiculous.
What's one time he like fell down the stairs?
I never fell down the stairs. I never fell down the stairs. You'll never catch me falling down any stairs.
When's the
Ever.
one time he lost a game or a competition?
The game?
Yeah.
I just beat Niko and Pig.
Yeah.
I just beat Niko and Pig. It was such a good game. Yeah, maybe he made a few shots here and there. But no, I'm better. I'm always going to be better. And that's why I win in the armadillo.
Armadillo.
This armadillo. Brandon,
Yeah.
how's the weight loss challenge going? Everything's good?
Yeah.
You passed it?
Yeah.
You passed the weight loss challenge. Are you going to continue it now? Are you going to continue it?
I want to get more fit.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like
What does that mean?
muscular.
Muscular?
Yeah.
I want to be more muscular.
Like turn.
How can I do it?
Like exercise.
I like exercising. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Not eating.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is pretty legit though. Favorite book today?
What have people been saying?
I don't know. It's like funny, like starting to get these like comments. Congrats, Brandon. Yeah, dude. Brandon, you actually did kill it.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It was it was like down to the wire for real.
Brandon lost 50 pounds?
6 months. I've never done something like
It's
that.
technically more, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, 50 pounds.
Yeah. Since I moved to Charleston, I was actually like 460 at my heaviest. So I've lost like 60 something pounds in the last 2 years. But, I have so much more to lose. That's just the craziest thing about it.
Yeah. But even that.
Yeah, I was like looking at myself.
That's insane.
I was like, technically, I need to lose like 150 more pounds. I was like, where is that coming from? What does 150 pounds look like on a person?
Hogwarts house. What's a Hogwarts house? It's like a
Gryffindor.
You said
the big mama chair.
I'm back.
Hello, OBLED. Is this guy making fun of me? That's my favorite thing in the world.
What's the most challenging part, Brandon?
The challenging part from
I
weight
think
loss?
Meech is looking like the winner. Meech, we're gonna make you stick around for 2 more hours.
The most challenging part was going to exercise without like thinking about it. Like, just
All right,
go
Mickey
do it.
Mouse.
Just
I
go
will.
do it.
Niko, watch the Harry Potter movies, please. Here's the thing. He's like a wizard. He's like, Yo, Harry Potter didn't do a fame at a young age.
I guess.
He was born and he was already the most famous guy because his little thing.
I like the movies. I never read the book.
Where are you going?
Beer.
All right, well, I'm going to take my seat back.
Yeah,
Give
take your
it
seat
up
back,
like
bro.
that. What is this fucking...
You got
chairs?
organic seltzer in there?
Business bros! What up, yo?
Business.
Brendan has the good one. Let's see. Brendan's still in here? He could win, too.
You talking about the other Brendan? Your cousin?
Well, your
Brendan?
name is actually Brandon.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Nah, my cousin's Meech. Hey, it's Meech.
I don't know. Books are better. Books are for nerds. No, I'm just kidding. I'm reading a book right now. No, at the beginning. Oh, Shelby's saying Brendan deserves to win. I don't know. Is he still here? Brendan, if you're still here, ask another question. What do you think about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is so boring to talk about, but it's so cool to think about. So it's like...
Is that the mindset to have? Like, keep it boring for people who don't...
Like I said, I had that part where I wanted to look every like second. Like, think
Dude, it's
was...
tempting not to. Like, I never did
I only had a little bit in there, so it was like, it wasn't going to do anything.
You know what I was talking about?
I never looked.
Brandon, you know on the podcast today I was talking about with Taylor about like that short term, like Gen Z, like Instagram.
Yeah.
I think you deal with that issue a little bit.
Yeah. Like it's like
instant gratification is great.
It's intoxicating, though.
But like when you went through this 50-pound weight loss thing, you learned
nothing was instant about it.
There's nothing instant. Like you can't just do it tomorrow. Like nothing is instant. And like, dude, I love short term gratification. Don't get me wrong. It's great, but like it's you have to have base. Yeah. There's a bunch of beers right there.
No, paper towels or something.
Fuck that. Who cares? You have to have based in the principles of you as a person that you don't need things quickly. And it's just an easy success principle. What's one childhood movie you wish you had watched as a kid? Whoa. Getting off track there, little Meech. I don't know. I love The Sandlot, Rudy. I know what a great movie is. It's fucking the one where the guy was the coach of the Twins, Little Big League. Ooh, amazing movie.
So good.
I know, like every line.
Stand by me,
good.
Dude. Baseball has the best movies. Like baseball is so Americana. It's so great. I wish baseball. I talk mad shit on baseball. I wish I didn't, but I just I'm a straight shooter. I just gotta say what I see. But like baseball, the tradition, the history, the movies, the culture. Like I love baseball, but I hate baseball. Sandlot's a great movie. Mickey Mouse
Sandlot's like
there.
one of the best movies.
Sandlot's an amazing movie.
Dude, is that what about for you even? Is that like a top like
basketball? Is loving basketball. Space Jam.
Do you watch that at all?
Yeah,
I've seen it like twice.
Also, Luck of the Irish.
It's a good movie.
Loving basketball. I like that movie, but it's like, god damn, it's like there's like 45 different actors that play like the same people. You guys know Loving Basketball now?
Isn't it supposed to be like for the love of the game even?
That's a different movie. That's a different movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie with Ray Allen plays Jesus Shaw.
Yes. Yeah.
Spike Lee.
So you don't play baseball? I did play baseball. Of course I did.
I feel like every kid almost kind of plays baseball. Did you, Brandon?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
My whole family was baseball athletes.
Remember the Titans. Where, we got that little picture over here still?
It's behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain, we cannot show the people what's behind the curtain. If they ever saw it, they would learn the most critical information they would ever know, and we cannot show them. We cannot tell the people what's behind the curtain. If they knew, my whole life would change. So don't worry or think about what's behind that curtain.
They're Bitcoin servers.
Niko was a big wiffle ball guy. Yeah, more like sucking balls, guy.
No, I didn't suck balls.
If you could be any Sandlot character, who would you be? Okay, obviously, I would be Benny. And Niko, speaking of the operations, I always, with operations for my business. So in my business, we have different departments, different embroidery, blah, 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 DTG, shipping. One thing I loved about Benny was they had 8 players. And he said, if I'm on the team, if we get Smalls on the team, I can rotate 8 positions instead of 7. He wanted to play left field, right field, shortstop, first base, all the positions. And if he had one more player, he could rotate more positions. He wanted to be able to know how to play every single position on the field. That's my favorite life lesson about Benny from the Sandlot. And that's kind of like in our operations. I want to know how to print. I want to know how to ship. I want to know how to embroider. I want to know how to do customer service. And like, I don't do customer service a lot. I do think sometimes I should jump in and do customer service for an hour. And I don't do it, but that's what Benny would do. Benny knows how to play every position in the Sandlot. And if you relate that to a business, you can be like, I need to know how everything in my business works. And that's the business lesson from Sandlot about Benny.
Benny.
Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen the Sandlot?
Dude, who hasn't?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's like, I'll be able to rotate 8 positions instead of 7. And first of all, baseball team is 9 players. They only had 8. So it was like the perfect thing to be like, yeah, we need you. And then he's like, my favorite line from the Sandlot, he's like, hey man, you got a fireplace? So the guy's like, you go throw that hat in there.
Yeah.
He's got a goofy hat. And then his dad is like Dennis Quaid or Dennis.
He's kind of like not there.
His dad's like it's a stepdad.
Yeah, he wants to like show him baseball, and then like the kids.
But the mom wants him to do it, and he's like, "This isn't my son. Fuck this little nerd."
Yeah, Babe Ruth. I don't know.
Babe Ruth. No. He goes,
Babe Ruth.
You mean that girl, or something like that? He's like,
what?
And they all go, the great Bambino.
That's the same guy.
You mean that's the same guy?
Yeah.
The Sultan of the Swat.
Oh my God.
The Colossus of the Clout. The great Bambino. And then they all start fanning them down with their hats. I know every line from that movie. I know every line from Sandlot. I know every line from Little Big League. And I know every line from A League of Their Own. Have you seen that movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing movie.
I love heavyweights.
Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls. He kissed Wendy Peppercorn.
Little nefarious act, but
a little
nicely done.
A creepy strategy, but I do respect anyone who.
He was way younger. That's how you think.
I respect
like revolutionary.
But not even about the younger thing. I respect anybody like a Jesse Smollett who schemes on that type of level, to fake drowned, get rescued by the lifeguard just so she give you CPR, just so you could kiss her, is a damn scheme. Like, you have to strategize about that, think about that, have the nuts to execute it, know that you're potentially going to be like caught for faking.
Ballsy,
like, that's ballsy. Yeah. Like, I respect people who do schemes for, like, and Jesse Smollett, one of my favorite stories.
One of your favorite people?
Not one of my favorite people, but one of my favorite stories. I do got to give the guy credit for
which, like, nobody says like today. Like, one of my favorite stories, Jesse Smollett.
Oh, I'll never forget. I'll never forget about that story. One of my favorite stories. Taught me a lot about the world. Taught me that like some people do want to be victims.
About the world.
This one guy taught me everything.
Like,
I know what you mean.
Did you ever know people wanted to be victims?
Dude, yes. After that,
I never really knew.
Honestly, after like the whole like LeBron story where like nothing made sense.
Well, here's the thing about like the N-word was written on LeBron's thing.
It didn't make any sense.
I truly believe
there's nothing in that story that adds up to anything.
Believe from the bottom of my heart that was the Jesse Smollett incident. But the story wasn't highly publicized enough to
it was weird. So
Jesse Smollett got caught red-handed. And that after that happened, it made me go back and think about the LeBron thing, like, and then I was like, oh,
dude, it's beyond weird. It's beyond weird, actually. Have you read about LeBron?
It's not weird. He did it.
I didn't know about it until Sean told me.
Like picture somebody spray painting something on your like gate.
Yeah.
Now you're able to find the exact same like paint to match.
Dude, LeBron definitely did that.
Like to be able to to paint over it in a matter of like 1 hour.
Listen, Niko, don't focus on Brandon, focus on the audience.
Yeah, sorry.
Squints was in the Logic Eminem video, which is pretty funny because Logic does look like Squints.
Damn, that's actually that's something I didn't realize.
That what he looked like him or
Logic?
Yeah.
Logic.
Crystalia had his like little thing where he came out.
Yeah, what's your
Send it to
thoughts?
you, Bubba.
My thoughts on it are
He's a sex addict.
so
It's
Crystalia.
like the same thing.
I do
feel
not
like.
think that Crystalia is a pedophile.
No.
I never thought that.
I feel like that's why he didn't say anything.
He even
Why do I
admitted that
gotta
him
say
not saying anything was a bad look. He knew
It was a bad look, but I know
something? Because
Crystalia.
it's weird.
I know Crystalia pretty well from listening to him, and like
He's your favorite comedian.
he is my favorite comedian.
Yeah.
Like, and he's the kind of guy that would just be like, he's not an entrepreneur. He's not a fighter. He's just a funny dude who's like kind of silly and like this was all this negative attention towards him. So he just like kind of folded up, and that's kind of what I would expect him to do from his personality. I do not think he's a pedophile. I do believe that one thing I thought that he was interesting that he said, and it's not that interesting because we know it, but it's just like Tiger Woods and A-Rod, like he was famous. He would go on the shows and he would bang some chick, any chick he wanted.
He did not handle it.
I mean, dude,
Would
imagine
you?
that. Imagine
Would you?
Would I? Not like. I mean, I really think
wouldn't.
now that I'm married, I'm established, I'm smart. Like
Almost like
I've already
90% of
envisioned
men
being
would do
famous.
that.
I can imagine
Dude, yes.
becoming famous, having pussy thrown at me,
And
and
he
like
said he was being honest. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna fuck."
yeah. But I would turn it down because I love my fucking wife, and like that sounds corny, but it's so true. Like,
But could you imagine if you were me and you're an international tax accountant,
but that's the
and
thing,
like
like-
everyone's like, "Hey, we love international taxes."
well, you would be famous. but,
Nobody would like ever
like,
do that. But
it's-
if that happened
it's
to me,
more
I'd
about
be
the-
like, "What the
It's
fuck
more about
is
the point.
happening?"
It's more about the point that you're single. Like I don't think what Crystalia did was wrong
No,
at all.
but it's
he
weird
cheated
to
on his
explain
fiancé.
something
Yes, he cheated on his fiance, which by the way, he
Yeah.
never talked about.
Yeah,
Never.
I want to know what she
He
looked like.
randomly said, "I have a kid" one day on the podcast, and everyone was like,
wait,
What?
really? Now that I did not know.
"He has a kid.
He has a kid and he's married.
He's not married. I guess he has a fiance." I'm
He's still
assuming.
with.
I'm
He's still
assuming.
with her.
Alright,
I'm
it's
assuming.
like a little weird.
I'm assuming the
Yeah,
mother of his
it's a
kid.
little weird.
Dude, he never talked about that. He never talked about that.
She's staying with him for the money. So,
I mean,
Whatever it is, it's still like a kind of like a weird story. I don't know.
what would you want to become famous for? I want to become famous for like the same way like Mark Cuban's famous. I just want to be like an entrepreneur, someone who like anytime someone comes up in society that's like about business, they're like, "What's Sean's opinion? What's Sean's opinion?" I got a long way to go. The thing about being famous for not being an entertainer is that Mark Cuban is a little bit of an entertainer, and I guess like I have the podcast and stuff like that. But it's like I would rather be famous for my credentials than the things I say. Yeah, like damn, like Elon Musk is the things he says is like whatever, but the fact that it's him saying it is the most important thing.
Credentialed.
Like he has so much credibility that someone could be like, "What's your favorite color?" And he's like, "Orange."
I'm
Orange.
gonna buy orange stock.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and he deserves that.
Orange soda.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
he
Like, what
deserves
would
that
you
amount
buy?
of credibility. Is that where you're talking the armadillo? I don't know. Yeah, I did try to get on Shark Tank. If you go to YouTube and you type in United Monograms Shark Tank, watch the video, and then be pissed that I didn't get on because it was fucking good. They didn't want us because we made too much fucking revenue. That's what I tell myself. But also it's probably because my voice is like this. We can't put this guy on TV. We're going to run our network. That's probably more likely of it.
All right, man. Whatever you say.
Yes, I have a bad voice.
you know, if you go
Sorry.
in there, everyone has to have a sob story. What would y'all's sob story?
I would
be?
not have a sob story ever.
Almost. They
I'm,
always.
not,
put
I'm not a victim.
They always put the people on that have sob stories.
And then I stubbed my toe, and I was like, "How am I gonna make money now?"
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Kevin O'Leary. He's like, there was like this like two not like Nigerian entrepreneurs on, and they both okay. Some people come on and they do a performance, and part of it is crime. And every time they cry, Kevin O'Leary's like, yeah, but what's your profit margin?
Don't worry about my profit margin. My mom just died. All right, dude.
All right,
I'm
here's
pretty sure this is like a reasonable question. I'm gonna be investing millions of dollars. I don't give a fuck about your mom. I love how like half the show is like totally like catered to that. It's good. It's good.
Sean would just say that the company is great and they can make money, so they should invest. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I wouldn't for $1 billion. I mean, I'm not a good enough actor to go in there. I'm not a sob guy. I got shit in my past that's bad. Like I don't.
I can't imagine you acting anything.
If you are
Yeah,
fucking, if you are,
can you?
I mean, we did a little. I could act, I think, but it's like,
dude, to act like real
I could act
around
okay,
business.
I think I could act.
No
I think
way.
I could act in the sense of being an actor, but
not in business.
But if I'm trying to act as myself and put on an act, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
First off, you shouldn't be acting when you're talking about like money or like business dealings, but at the same time, maybe
Honestly,
maybe you should.
actually, Mitch, if you go back and you watch the Shark Tank, if you type in United Monograms, Shark Tank, great video. If you watch it, what we asked for, we don't really fucking need anymore. I got it without those motherfuckers. We said we needed more space. We said we needed a bigger building. We said we needed an investment to increase our capacity, and we need new space. I got it without them. So fuck you, Mark and Lori and Damon and who was on there?
Kevin.
Barbara, Kevin. Nah, I can never say it. He's my favorite one. Kevin O'Leary's probably my favorite person.
Who's that guy who owns Nice? Nutritional bars. He's on there all the time.
It's not the Fubu guy, is it?
Fuck him. Who needs him? If you could be in any movie or book, what would you be? I would love to be in Harry Potter.
Damn. Okay. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Meech.
I'm sorry for everybody. I wasn't looking at the camera. I'm used to. I'm not used to this dynamic.
He used to talking to people, not can't.
This is cool though.
We're gonna cut out most of the stuff Niko said.
You should just cut me out. Just put me as like a rocket ship or something, and you can put BTC on top, and you can continue to talk about Bitcoin.
One more shit. Someone give us one more stuff. Figure it out, Niko. Meech, you have a Meech has a 95% chance of winning.
Good.
Wait, did he win that other time?
I have no idea.
Why the fuck do I give out money for this shit? Mickey Mouse, you won recently. I gotta admit, I don't like to give it to the same people, but Mickey Mouse and Meech are fighting it out right now. I'll give it to either one of you. I think you both won before.
I need $50 right now.
Well, what's your question?
I'm just joking.
You just got 5 grills from me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What's your favorite thing to call $1,000? It's like G's.
K. Got a K.
Yeah, K. I'm a K guy.
4
K and M, a hard M too,
Oh.
like a capitalized M.
How you say it?
All right. Well, it's been a great Drink Grow Rich. Brandon, say hi.
What's up?
It's been a great Drink Grow Rich. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Best things you ever worked for besides your business? For me, it was this one hot blonde chick named Shelby.
That's true. That is true.
You were there. You were there when I started dating.
Dude, I live with you.
You were there, and then
I live with you.
Wasn't
Were
I
you
like,
cheering them on? Like, you can do it,
wasn't I
Sean.
like obsessed with her?
You were, and it was a good obsession.
Do you see him ever
awesome.
cry over her?
I was like, I'm gonna marry that girl.
Nah, I saw him mold himself into somebody that like Shelby would like, but also
I don't know
mold,
about that.
but also more so
He cleaned his act up.
Like there's so many funny moments where it was just like
he's going all in.
He's going all in, and he's like letting her know exactly who I am, and like there's no shit or bullshit like involved.
Well,
Like you're in or you're out.
She didn't like me.
This is
She didn't like me at first because I was a frat boy, and she thought I was too frat. And I
Yeah.
remember the one time I got it. I was like, "If you start dating me, it'll be like investing in Microsoft in the '80s."
It was communication, dude.
Damn, you're right.
It was 100% communication.
And I was right.
I feel like it was 100% communication. From my end, from what I saw, it was just like, this is who I am. This is exactly what I'm going to be. And if you don't like it, then honestly, like I don't know what to do because I can't change who I am. And you laid it out like to begin with, like to a T. To a T.
I love you, motherfuckers. Big Meech. It's Meech32. Change it. You're the winner.
Change it.
That's what Chris D'Elia always says. He says like someone's like, "Oh, girly girl 21." He goes, "Change it."
Hey yo, it's Meech.
It's Meech32. Change it.
I guess 1 through 31 was taken.
Hey yo,
Yeah. Was it's Meech 28 taken? 27, 29, 30, 31?
is Niko Johannes taken?
Is Meech 32 years old?
Change
Nah.
it. Well, if you feel attacked,
He's my age, I think.
if you feel attacked,
He's like my brother, man.
If you
I
feel-
love Meech.
if you feel attacked, feel better the fact that you are the champion. All right.
Ow, ow.
Love you guys. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Nikki, you're awesome too.
I feel
Love
like we
you.
need an exit
Tune
song.
into the next live lunch
What's an exit song?
later. An exit song? All right. We'll go with this.
When you listen to Niko.
Well, hold up. Stay around for the exit song.
What song is this?
Shit, them bitches ain't talking to me. Southside shit forever, ho. Get a brisk tee from the Texaco, rockin' booty shorts.
Brandon, get in.
Alright.
Niggas still trapping out the bag Like, I can't
Brandon,
take
get in.
half you bitches seriously. Like, half of y'all don't know if y'all don't fuck with me, or if you wanna
And
fuck
cue the exit, motherfuckers. Peace out.
Yeah, ho.